to Building with Junk. I'm your host, Junkyard, aka Alex. This is Big Ugly Mark II. I have been working on this for a month and a half, and I'm going to start editing and getting the YouTube channel going. So thank you very much for coming on in here, and we'll get started. Let's get to it. So here I am. I've built my stand-in. I'm getting my scales. It's basically me working on the range of motion. My plan is to build the entire suit around Helper here. You can see I have considerable range of motion, which is nice. I do his legs, but I really didn't get them in focus. I still never built the shins, but oh well. But yeah, range of motion. So, I've gotten somewhere. There's a few videos I have, small clips, and partial builds of what I'm doing here. So there's a two-part system. I have my surrogate here in the middle. He is scale to me. His legs work. Yeah, so this is that PVC material. I've gone through, sorry about the speed of some of these. I've also made a selfie stick to try to get some better angles. So this is all attached to a more modern rucksack frame, a lot better than the one I had. Mine was much more uncomfortable. So the top shell, all this is currently can be taken off. Try to do some more work. A lot of this is still going to be time lapse because I want to be able to have music and listen to, you know, some other YouTubers. It's kind of fun having almost like another person in a shop with me. Like if I didn't have one of these other walls and that was just their studio space, it's fun. It makes me feel not quite as alone. So this is a section of additional stuff that was just EDF, EDM, not EDF. EDF is Earth Defense Force. It is a great video game. They're coming out with a new one. They had a Japanese release, soon to be American release. Me and the missus play that game a lot. Super fun. But back to this. So this is paper and then the anti-fatigue foam and cat hair. The washer was a magnet, but this was a last minute addition from my old costume to sit on the waist. But that paint job is just airbrush, and then the rivets are all just droplets of hot glue with a little bit of silver marker on them. But even just adding that single piece starts to really kind of realize what this is going to be. The head is going to come out through here, and it's going to be set up like the Jurassic Park Raptor costumes. I watched the great Adam Savage build his own costume, and I realized that system was very simple. So then my head is right there, and it's going to have not necessarily a hat, but a plate that's going to come over and give me sight lines and a good amount of height, because that's going to add 3-4 more inches on top, but it's going to be a lot smaller than the old Big Ugly costume. That thing was big and ugly. So I had an idea on a smaller model for these flappy elbows or shoulders. They're going to have hinges and a pivot, but after I made, like, these hips has flexibility, and my plan is I'll have the hips out here and the legs so they can pivot and shake and disrupt or just kind of hide my legs inside. They're going to be kind of neat. But I'm thinking now, without actually doing it, but cutting down this piece, using that as a structure for back here, to fill in the shoulders. But I went and got some close to 1/4 inch of that expanded PVC, and it's real good for a lot of the structuring. So this layer is the thin, and it's mainly the inside layer. The top layer is going to have these pieces framing in the outer, and then the center between here will be expandy foam in sections, flat and round. I've done a lot of what I can to strengthen all of it, but you know, it's fairly rigid, and that's not even, I mean, it's floppy because it's only connected really by like these 3 pieces. Like, that's really all that's holding this front on, and this piece right here. So there's a couple structural bits and then some extra stuff. Well, thank you folks for watching the first episode. Hopefully this will get smoother as I keep getting more and more stuff made. I did lose a lot of my footage from my other 2 cameras, so the time lapses or later I kind of lost a bunch of footage, but you live and learn. So I'm shooting to make these about 10 minutes a piece, easy to digest, so I'll let you guys go do all the YouTube things that you need to do. Cool, see you guys later.